Hello class, for this experiment what we're going to be doing is we're going to be measuring momentum. The last one we were talking about motion and collision and how things collide. Now momentum is a combination of mass and speed, and so I like to think about how much momentum has to move. So when we think about the momentum, do you have enough momentum to push yourself through a wall or to go run through a leaf pile? So we are going to be doing a little bit more measuring of momentum and finding out. But for this particular one, what I want to do is I'm just going to use a tiny little stick and I'm going to put it in here and make a hill. So on this experiment, I'm going to make just a tiny hill. So my question is, do I have enough momentum to push an object up a hill and over? And that is what we're going to be kind of testing. So my object is this cork. It's pretty light. I'm going to start it at this tape line. So we're going to see if we have enough momentum to push the cork over the hill and continue. Now, I'm going to measure this. I can measure it as I go. Some of you are just going to be able to see. But if I put the measuring stick here, I can get an idea of how far it's going to go, and then I can record the data onto my sheet. So if I start with the small one, and I put the small mass or the small marble at 1, my first question is, does it even have enough potential energy to get to the cork, let alone push the cork over? So what we need to do is find out. So there's 1. And it just tapped it. Didn't have enough to get it going, did not have enough to push it up over the hill. So I reset and tried at 2. Moved it a little, but still not enough. It just does not have enough combination of mass and speed. How about 3? So I'm at release position 3. A little bit more, need to keep going. 4. Okay, that one moved it 6 centimeters, so it was started at 30, moved to 36. Let's try the next one. 5. We're getting closer. Went to 38 centimeters. Next one is at 6. Oh, so close. Made it close to the top of the hill, but not enough to go over the hill. So that ended up at 41 centimeters. So the small marble did not have enough momentum to carry this cork over the hill. So the small ball was very light. It did not contain enough force, did not have enough energy in it. If we keep going up, I'm sure we could find a certain speed that would give it all of that energy to go. All right, the medium one, maybe we'll have better luck. I had to put these on tape so that they wouldn't roll off the table. But the small one still doesn't like the tape. Okay, so the medium one. Let me just curl that up a little bit. So the medium one, let's start with position 1. That moved it 1 centimeter, so to 31 centimeters. Reset, position 2. That moved it up to 36 centimeters, Position 3. 40 centimeters, we're getting closer, this might make it. Number 4. Oh, the top of the hill, made it right to 45 centimeters, but not enough to go over. All right, position 5. And we made it. Whoa, look at that. Last one stopped here. Once it went down the hill, so it had a little bit more energy. So when it's going up the hill, it's actually gaining potential energy by going up a hill. It's gaining potential energy. It's going to slow down a lot more, but it's gaining energy. And once it got to the top of the hill, it added that momentum all the way down. So it gained a little potential energy, it got to the hill, and it made a big difference. If you notice, they were going up just a little bit. Once we got to the top of the hill helped carry it even farther. So that went to 66 centimeters. Let's start over. And we are, I kind of forgot. I'm not writing these down right now. Let's try number 6. Oh, look at that. 79 centimeters. Now, that did pretty well for a medium ball. I wonder how the large mass, the heavy mass, is going to do. So if I start at 1, it only moved it 2 centimeters, 32 centimeters. Number 2, moved it to 39 centimeters. Release position 3. Top of the hill, 45 centimeters. That took the medium ball a lot more energy to get there. All right, we are on number 4. Number 4. And it made it over. Whoa, that had a lot. Look at how much. So the last one ended for medium ball. When we use medium ball, it only made it this far with its momentum because of the mass. Now the heavy one, it stopped before this one, but the momentum, the mass and the potential energy gave it a lot more momentum. So it gave it a lot more power, a lot more force to carry it farther down the hill. All right, so let's try number 5. Number 5. So, oh, sorry, the last one was 79. So number 5. And it took it right off my whole tube. So it went probably, if I were to guess, I'd say about 100 centimeters. All right, and the last one, number 6. If the last one went off, this one's going to make it easy, right? No, flipped it. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. It had too much force. It just totally flipped it. It's got too much force. So it went way off. We know it has a lot more mass. It has a lot more momentum. So this was another experiment to show the momentum, how the momentum carries the cork, an extra load over the hill. So we had collisions, we had momentum, we had potential energy, we had kinetic energy, we had the different masses times the acceleration to equal force. We had a lot of things going on in this experiment. So what we need to do is we need to record this information next. And I do have, so what variables affect the momentum of an object? So if we were to look at this, what are the variables? This is our experiment, and we can see some of the data I had done earlier. It could be slightly off from the one I just did right now, but we can see how the numbers went up as we increased the mass and the release position. All right. So focus question. What variables affect the momentum of an object? So objects in motion have a property called momentum. An object's momentum keeps the object moving and determines how much force it will take to slow it or bring it to a stop. And kind of a summary here. The more momentum an object has, the more force it takes to bring it to a stop. More momentum, more force. Okay. And the two variables should be an S there that are responsible for the amount of force and work an object can deliver are mass and speed. Mass and speed. So if you, for you at home, please make sure that you get these notes into your book creator. Also make sure that you get this data in your book creator so that you can analyze it a little bit more closely and prepare for the test. Okay? Otherwise, I will see you later in our next lesson. Thank you.